So today I would like to share my review of a journal article that I found very relevant to the world we live in today. So the article is titled The Ethics of ChatGPT, Exploring the Ethical Issues of an Emerging Technology. It was written by Bernd Stall and Damien Icke in the year 2024 and published in the International Journal of Information Management. I have decided to review this article because ChatGPT has changed the way we work, study, and communicate. It is used in many areas such as education, business, and research. However, as we become more dependent on artificial intelligence, it is important to think about the ethical challenges that come with it. I believe this discussion is valuable for all of us because the future business will depend on how responsibly we use the technology. The main issue discussed in this article is the ethical concern that comes with the use of ChatGPT as a fast-growing technology. Although it offers great advantages such as improving efficiency and helping people to complete tasks faster, it also creates new challenges that we cannot ignore. One of the biggest problems is the question of bias and misinformation. ChatGPT learns from large amount of information found online. Since some of that information contains human prejudice, so the system can also produce bias or inaccurate answers. This situation reduces public trust and creates confusion. Another important issue is accountability. When ChatGPT gives wrong or harmful information, it is not clear who should take responsibility. Should it be the user who asked the question, or the developer who built the system, or the company that owns it? The article explains that this lack of accountability makes it difficult to ensure the justice when mistakes happen. The authors also discuss the problem of transparency. ChatGPT does not always explain how it produces its answer. As a result, people may trust it without understanding the process behind it. The article also highlights social inclusion as an ethical concern. Not everyone has access to AI tools and understand how to use them. This difference creates a digital divide between groups who can benefit from the technology and groups who are left behind. Lastly, the authors remind readers about environmental impact. The process of training and running AI models like ChatGPT requires a huge amount of energy. This activity increases carbon emissions and contributes to global warming. Therefore, the ethics of AI also involve caring for the planet and promoting sustainable technology. Through their study, the authors found that these ethical problems are not only related to ChatGPT but also connected to larger issues in the field of artificial intelligence. They discovered that solving ethical problems is not just a matter of improving technology, it also requires human responsibility and moral understanding. The article explains that technical solutions may reduce bias but cannot replace human judgment. The authors believe that organizations should have proper ethical frameworks to guide how AI tools are created and used. They suggest that human oversight must always remain a part of the process. People should not rely entirely on machines when making important decisions. Another finding is the importance of transparency and explainability. Users have the right to know how an AI system works and where it gets its information. This transparency builds trust and helps users evaluate the accuracy of the output. The article also emphasizes the need for cooperation among different groups such as developers, policymakers, educators, and the general public. When all these parties work together, society can ensure that AI is developed and used in a fair and responsible way. In my opinion, the authors make very strong and relevant points. However, I think there are additional steps that organizations can take to make the use of AI more ethical and effective. First, companies should develop clear internal policies before using AI tools. These policies should explain the purpose of using AI, the limits of its application, and the actions to take when something goes wrong. By having a clear guidelines, companies can protect both their employees and their customers. Second, employees need continuous training so they can understand the strength and the weakness of ChatGPT. When workers know how to use the tool properly, they are less likely to misuse it or rely on it blindly. Third, developers should focus on transparency. For example, the system could show how confident it is in its answer or display the sources used to produce that answer. This simple step can help users decide whether the response should be trusted. Finally, organizations must also care about the environment. They can invest in energy-efficient data centers or choose greener technologies that reduce the carbon footprint of AI. This action would support global sustainability and show that technology and nature can coexist responsibly. By taking these steps, businesses can earn public trust and use AI tools in ways that align with ethical and environmental values. To conclude this review, I would say that this article gives a powerful reminder that innovation must always go hand in hand with ethics. The author successfully showed that ChatGPT is not just a technological creation, but also a reflection of human responsibility. Issues such as bias, accountability, transparency, and sustainability are not only technical matters, but also moral ones. If we want to enjoy the benefits of AI, we must handle it with care and wisdom. With clear ethical standards and cooperation among all users, developers, and leaders, ChatGPT can truly become a tool that supports humans' progress in a positive and responsible way. Thank you for listening to my review. I hope this sharing gives you a better understanding of how ethics and technology can shape the future of business and society.